Hello, midwifery colleagues. My name is Leslie Cornwell, certified nurse midwife with Midwifery Business Consultation. Today, I would love to talk to you about malpractice, legal things. It's a scary topic for midwives. It scares a lot of people considering OB, maternity, midwifery services because our United Health Care system is high litigation. So how, as a midwife in today's age, can you protect yourself short-term, long-term? There's some states you can get sued for up to 18 years after delivery. So how do you know you and your family and your business are going to be successful long-term? One of the ways to do that that's so simple is documenting. Please document well everything you're doing. I don't know how many times I've heard in the nursing side, if you didn't document it, you didn't do it. It's true. If you think, oh my goodness, everything's normal and healthy, why do I need to document? I've seen this 100 times. That baby comes out struggling and doesn't have a good outcome. Your charting is going to be looked by a lawyer and a court system with a fine-tooth comb. Please document everything you're doing. You can do paper charting. You can have great electronic systems. I encourage electronic systems because they're easier in today's age to link with referrals and chart and put more information on so you can spend more time with the patient. You can make a lot of scripts and templates for the care you're offering. Chart what you talk about, education, standards of care. I have no issues with women declining something once we know we've given them good informed consent. There's both ends of it. Doctors will scare women and saying, you don't want to hurt your baby, do you? But then I've seen the other direction where midwives has said, well, it's normal, everything's normal, but they really didn't give good informed consent of what this procedure, what this test, what this choice potentially could make for her and her baby. And so I think it's really important we get the luxury of extra time with our families, talk about education, be proactive, protect yourself, know the most recent standard of care and keep up with it. If you're offering a choice to a woman that was 10 years ago, it's not going to hold up in court when some outcome occurs. Know your emergency situation drills ins and out. Train them regularly. Don't just wait to do a shoulder dystocia when it happens once every 5 years. Train every year. Get together with your colleagues in the community and do simulations. Do a midwife expo. Do regular trainings with your birth assistant so you guys are a team. Have EMS on a close speed dial and know your surrounding, your resources. NRP, stable. There's so many amazing certification courses you can take as a midwife to help create an expert skill that you may not have to use very often. We're very blessed to be taking care of low-risk, healthy women, but sometimes things happen and you need to be able to protect yourself and make sure we have a good outcome with our best of our ability. You want to make sure your skills are top-notch. Make good policies and procedures for your practice. It seems like work in the beginning. It really, really does. But long term, having a policy to reference, a guideline, especially as your team grows, will have consistency. If something goes to court, they're going to ask, what are your standard practice guidelines? What are your policies and procedures against this? If you have nothing to say what your standards are for your practice, it doesn't look good. Malpractice insurance. I hear so many midwives say, I can't afford malpractice insurance. I don't need it. If I get it, then they're going to sue me. There are so many myths around malpractice insurance. I strongly encourage every midwife that has their own private practice to look into it, to see what coverages are available for you. It's maybe more affordable than you think. It's one of those things, you don't know what you don't know, and ignorance is not bliss when it has to do with maternity care and wanting your practice and your personal assets and license. You do not want to go to jail over a case that because you can't afford a lawyer and you have no defense. Malpractice insurance is just as important to protect you against a lawsuit, an expensive case, as it is to have the legal coverage available in it. I've seen so many clauses customized to midwives where You can have a lawyer to your defense, even if you did nothing wrong and the doctor you transferred to the hospital wants to have your nursing license, your midwifery license looked at the state. Having an expert lawyer that advocates for midwives and doctors that's not going to come directly out of your pocket, that's covered by your insurance plan, is huge. Absolutely huge. I've seen so much anxiety and stress of midwives because they're like, oh, I'll just wait, I'm fine. And then when it happens, this is something you want to be proactive about. So I know legal is scary to most midwives and we try to avoid it at all costs, but I really encourage you, find an expert with malpractice and coverage. Pool with other midwives. You can get group midwifery coverage for malpractice, even if you're separate entities. There's a lot of great resources out there. So to summarize, here's ways to protect yourself against a lawsuit. Have a great relationship with your women. Taking late transfers is a little more risky than somebody at the beginning. Their first baby with you versus their third baby with you, you're going to have a lot better trust and respect among each other. Being honest and transparent. Don't tell a mother after an outcome that you didn't do everything you could or you didn't make a mistake when you did. Have a good debriefing with that family and it will strengthen your guys' bond. Most families go to a lawyer because they want answers or they feel like you did something you shouldn't have done and I need to protect other families from you. So please just take the time, give good care, keep up with your skill set, document the care you're giving, make sure your practice has malpractice insurance with it and budget that into your business plan from the beginning. My name is Leslie Cornwell. I'm a huge advocate for midwifery independent practices with midwifery business consultation. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our channel. Look forward to seeing you again soon.